Hello and welcome to my March wrap-up. The first book I read this month was Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I really enjoyed this book. This is about a married couple and he goes off to his parents' house with their children for the holidays while Georgie, stays at home and works. And their relationship is rocky, mildly saying, and she's afraid that their relationship and their marriage is gonna end, so she wants to contact him and try to save their marriage. And he doesn't pick up when she calls, so she tries her old landline at her parents' house and she reaches him, but not the 2013 version of him. She reaches the 1998 version. So before they got married, she doesn't really know what to do with herself. Like, should she keep calling this old version of her husband, or should she just stop it and let things go their way? And I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. I think it brought focus on some important things and also on marriage in general and how you should fight for your marriage, and not everything is gonna be a picnic and you have to fight and you have to really want to make things work. The next book I read was Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell as well, and I also really enjoyed this. This is about Eleanor, who is new in this neighborhood and new to the school, and she's a bit chubby, and the other kids immediately just start picking on her and not wanting her to be part of their group. And she ends up sitting next to Park on the bus, and they slowly become friends and they start to develop a relationship, and there are a lot of problems with her family and that causes some problems in their relationship and other things as well. And I also really enjoyed this one. I thought the characters were very real and they acted like teenagers, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And also the plot of it and the execution, it was just amazing, and I definitely want to recommend it to all of you if you haven't read it yet. The next book I read was A Skeleton in God's Closet by Paul L. Meyer, and I read the Danish version. This is about John Webber, who's a university professor, and he travels to Israel to help dig out a home. They think it's the house of Joseph of Arimathea. I think that's how you say it in English, but I'm not sure. And yeah, they think it's his house and start trying to figure out if it's his house. John ends up finding a tomb, and in this tomb he finds a body. And in the beginning they're like, great, now we can determine that this is Joseph and that this is really his house. They find the inscription that was over the cross that says Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, and they think that he could have kept this like kind of like a reminder to himself, or like kind of souvenir. Then they start digging more and they find a little scroll, and it's a letter from Joseph of Arimathea to Nicodemus, and he says that he moved Jesus' body to his house. And then the whole world finds out about this and panics, and I thought it was really interesting to see how people reacted to this, how some people were like, keep digging, keep searching these things so you can prove this wrong, and some people were just like, that's what we told you, he's not risen. And other people just started being horrible and committing crimes and killing themselves, and I thought it was really interesting to see. And there were some things in this book that I didn't really like. There was a romance that I thought was just kind of stupid, to be honest, because it didn't really fit in, and in my opinion it didn't really bring anything to the story. But it was really interesting to see them dig through this and make all of these investigations, and yeah, kind of just figuring out what to do, because none of them wanted to find Jesus' body, if it was Jesus' body, if it is Jesus' body. It's just a very big struggle for them, and I thought that was really interesting. So if you don't mind reading a bit of romance that just doesn't fit in there while you're reading this, then I would definitely recommend it. But to me it was more like a 3-star book, because yeah, it really brought it down, and some of it was really slow building, but that's fine with me. But then the ending just felt very rushed and I didn't really like that. So yeah, depending on how you feel, maybe you'll like this, maybe you won't. I thought it was okay. so I gave it 3 stars. So those were the 3 books that I read this month. I also started reading another book, and that is of course Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and I'm not that far. I'm 190 pages in, so yeah, I can't wait to read this through and just, oh, it's so good so far, and yeah, I'm really loving it, so I'm happy about it. Probably, hopefully, getting some more time to read this, and yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you did, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.